Hiya, darlings. This is hololive English Advent's Devilish Diva, the one and only Nerissa Ravencroft. I'm just clocking in today to say hello for a little bit. I don't know. I just don't want to be alone for a little bit. Whoa! I thought I was done crying! Sorry, I sound so gross right now because I'm sick. Hello, saplings who are here too. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing okay. Sorry for I have to laugh at myself. I was like, it doesn't feel right to use a smiling face. I know some people could think it reads as disingenuous to use a sad expression, but I'm like, well, I don't know what else to use it, so yeah, this will be a very long stream. I just wanted to say hello for a bit and see how you guys were holding up. She did so good. Her song performances were so good. She's our gamer idol, Kieran. Not me clocking in to cry on stream. I have good news at least. So, unrelated, you know how I said I had pneumonia? I wasn't lying, however. So it was my parents. They have the same thing as I do, and they went to the doctor, and my dad joked and said that we had pneumonia, not to me, to my grandma. And then my mom, despite being at the doctor's appointment, heard that and thought she misheard the doctor. And when I asked what we had, she told me we had pneumonia. And then later that night, I asked and he laughed at me and said, "We don't have pneumonia, you idiot." We just still have bronchitis. But I still sound like shit, so it doesn't matter. I'm still sick, but that's the good news. If you wanted any good news tonight, that's the good news. Hi, Liz. Did I already say hello? I don't remember. My head hurts. I'm still sick, but I'm less sick. Are you okay? Yes. I'm just so proud of my Oshi, my Oshifana. I'm so proud of her. And I'm just going to miss her a lot. That's it. Honestly, I probably should have done a Twitter space. But I don't know how to do Twitter space. I think I've done one once and I don't remember. But I know how to make a stream. So this was easier in my mind. I'm sorry. I know you guys aren't strangers to hearing me cry on stream. I know it's like kind of low-key. a common occurrence at this point. But yeah. It's nice to cry sometimes. I don't mind that I'm a bit of a crybaby. Because I agree. Someone said it's cathartic. I think so too. Crying is incredibly cathartic. So you know what? I think it's just fine to cry. I could cry as much as I want. As long as it's over a good cause. And this is over my feelings. And that's a good cause. I smiled a lot. I cried a lot today. I cheered. I hugged my cat for emotional support. Ugh. But how are you guys feeling? I feel like that's the more important question. How I'm feeling is very obvious. You can hear me. So jailbirds, how are you holding together? And saplings and others who might be here. Emotionally exhausted. I've been better. Here, I've got a tissue. I'll blow my nose for you. And you can blow your nose too. God knows we could all use a good nose blow after that. You made me start crying. I'm really sorry. See, I spent all day trying to write something. Or I don't remember. I started at the beginning and then I took a break because I was like, I wanted to be authentic, so I wanted to be close. And yeah, it just, I don't know. And I wrote it out and I was like, okay. And then every time I tried to read it out loud, and even for a portion while I was typing it, I started to cry. And I really wanted to do my best to be strong for Fauna and not cry, because, you know, it's her special day, and you know, I want to make sure that it's as focused on her as possible. So I felt bad, but I think she cried with me a little bit, so at least we were crying together, right? So, and then Shiori came not that long after me, and Shiori Shiori always knows how to lighten the mood. Did you hear Cole? Yes, I was listening to the whole stream. It was kind of everyone who came by to come by, and people who made gifts. I should have made something. Now I regret, even though I can't draw or write good music. I should have, like, not like, I'm not lyrics, but I mean like write music. I can write lyrics, but I can't write music. I wish I could come up with cute little ditties. You could still do it. Yeah, I'm sure I will in her DMs. You could probably give her lots of little things, because I can. But even that feels so crazy to say. It feels selfish to say to all of you who, you know, are going through not having that luxury. So I'm sorry to mention it. I'm sorry to be being so emotional when, in a way, you know, even then it's still sad for me. I don't know how to describe it properly, but give her love. I will give her love like she is a plant. You don't understand. I will literally water her with my love like she is a plant until she's like, please stop. Please stop giving it to me. I don't want any more. I'm not thirsty. And I'll still be like, oh, Mother Nature, here you go. Take some more. And she'll be like, please, Nerissa, no more. Thank you guys for all the supas as well. You don't need to send any right now. I should have turned them off. I don't know how to though. I'm not gonna drown her. I'm just gonna... if she'll never want for love. Because I will be the simpiest sapling in her DMs. I have lore questions I still have to ask you, Fauna. Not like she's trying to, but so she can't get rid of me yet. I have to ask her about her lore. And I have to finish Soma. So that maybe I'll invite Gigi. Since me and her I feel like are like some of the biggest fauna simps. She can finish it with me. I'll be like, hey, you have to watch the first VOD, Gigi, catch up on it. Force her to play it with me. Oh. Sorry, I just keep sighing. I don't mean to sigh. Well, I love her, and that will never change. So we had that. No matter what happens and how things change through time, we always have our memories and our love. So as long as we hold on to those, we still always have the things that we love. Bow bow. Wait. Me tries to say something kind of profound, then bow bows. Hello, Fuamoko. Do you hear how I'm dying? Change is always hard for me because, you know, we've all been through those experiences. It makes me think of it's an odd way to put it, so please forgive me for the unhinged comparison. If you guys remember that Teen Titans episode where it's like the last one, I think it's called Things Change, and they end up coming back home and they're remembering and they're reminiscing about like their favorite things and how a lot of them are gone. A lot of them are just gone. Like I think they reminisce, for example, that they're like there's like a library that I used to love here, but now it's closed down. And then, you know, Tara, as you guys are also mentioning, when I first saw that episode, it really resonated with me because, you know, that's a shitty feeling when things are suddenly different. And if I'm honest, I feel like I've been going through that a lot recently. And it's great to, you know, be me, I guess, because most of the time I can kind of, if I'm honest, disassociate a little bit and just power through it. If something changes, I just go, just don't think about it, Nerissa. Don't think about it, and it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Don't think about it, and just keep moving. Keep moving. But fun is so special. So I have to think about it. Everything will be fine with time. I should blow my nose. But still. I had the funny thought of I should message Fauna and Gigi after the stream and say, so, leak? But I was like, you know, I'm not in the... if Fauna asks, I would play, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for leak tonight. My eyes stick too much. Do it tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow, but I think I'm playing RuneScape tomorrow. I might have to push that back a little bit. But you know, at least... at least if I'm dying, it's with you guys, so it's fine. Stream it. I made my bed, I washed my sheets, and I made my bed so my room would be slightly less covered in sick. And so I'd feel slightly better sleeping. I'll tell you guys a funny story at my expense to make you laugh. Maybe. It made me laugh when it happened. Well, not when it happened, but after. So, please listen and maybe also have a laugh. I had a horrible morning, which don't laugh yet, okay? Don't laugh at that, but you can laugh at what happened, but don't laugh at that my morning was horrible. That's not funny. You guys already know that I don't really sleep with clothes on. Not because it's lewd, but just because I can't stand the sensation of clothes on my body when I'm sleeping. The tugging just gets to me. Anyway, and so I literally, like, I woke up and I keep like a heater on generally because I've been so cold recently, and I felt crazy because I woke up at like 8 a.m. freezing. And I was like, why am I so cold? And someone in the house had accidentally turned the heater off. And it's winter. It's like 0 degrees or something outside. So, yeah. It's really cold. And I was naked. So I was like, well, I don't know why it's so cold, but I have a solution. I can get up and I can turn on my room heater. But then I have to get out from the sheets, and it's cold under here, but where my face is, which is exposed to the outside air, it's even worse. It's even worse. So, yeah. That was my morning. Please have a laugh. It was supposed to be funny because after the fact I thought about how silly it was that somehow in the middle of winter my heating got turned off temporarily. Not because the bill wasn't paid, but just because someone physically accidentally turned it off. How do you make that mistake in the winter? I don't know. That is not funny. It was funny. No one was hurt. Everyone was fine. So it is funny. It wouldn't have been funny if it was just my room. But it was a whole house, so it was everyone. So all of us were cold. Makes me feel sorry for you. Why? It was like 5 minutes of me being like, "Ugh, so chilly. On today of all days. We'll keep you warm at night. Please do, Huamoko. I will always take you. I've been thinking about you guys. I've been thinking about wanting to sleep over together. When we would sleep over and I would sleep in Fuawa's bed. I want to have more sleepovers together. I have to sleep on Mokoko's bed. You have to wear clothes, oh Bao Bao. I wore clothes when I slept over at your house. I'll wear them again. I bought cute pajamas. So, I'll bring them when I come. I'll bring them when I come over. Yeah, we have to have more Yobai parties. We have to make lots and lots and lots of memories. Lots of happy memories together. Thank you guys again, by the way. I feel like I don't remember when the last time I streamed was. I'm sure it wasn't the hospital bed stream. Right? Let me check real quick. That wasn't my last stream, right? It was? I'm pathetic, bro. No, it was Soma. It was Soma. It was Soma. Okay, thank goodness. It was Soma. Oh, good. I was gonna say thanks again for 800k, and then I was like, wait. Wait a second. That wasn't my last stream, right? Yeah, everything is blurring together right now for me, so I apologize for being a bit foggy. Are you okay? No, I'm really sad, but thank you for asking. I still have the hospital bed. It calls to me. Didn't you play? I did play Overwatch, but I didn't stream that. That feels like a fever dream. I was so sick during that. Like coughing wise, I was coughing so bad. I could not stop coughing. I had to keep muting my mic, and it made me so sad because Toa senpai came in, and I just kept coughing. So I kept trying to mute because I was like, I don't want to cough. I don't want Toa's first impression of me to be me coughing. To me coughing like horribly. I felt bad. That dive bomb. Yeah. I used to play Overwatch a bit. I really like Diva. I really like Diva. I'm not good. I'm not good, but I like Diva. So. Yeah, honestly, it matches with my preferences in League too. I just like pretty girls. I like to play as pretty girls. Yeah, plus her name's Diva. You know, and I'm the devilish diva. Yeah, I'm sure every jailbird can understand me, regardless of gender, in wanting to play beautiful women in video games. We all like to play beautiful women in video games. Ugh. So true. I'm glad you guys get me. I was scared you guys would be like, what the fuck are you talking about, you stupid idiot? And I wouldn't even be able to blame you if you did. I'm glad talking to you guys has made me feel a little bit better. Just a little bit. No, I can't think about it or I'll start crying again. Stellar Blade when? I don't know much about Stellar Blade actually. I've seen it. It looks sexy, but I don't know much about it. I'm somewhat interested. Do not beat yourself up. I won't. Don't worry. You love it? It's so well, look. I'll be honest, I'm not really a gamer. Sometimes I can be. I was really good at Poppy Playtime. And I didn't die in Silent Hill 2, but I was on the easiest mode. Because I just wanted the story. So I don't know if a Souls game, I don't know if you guys actually want that like you think you do. If I played a Souls game on stream, because I've debated playing Elden Ring because I'm really interested in like the story and lore, but I've never played it before, and I've always been curious about it, and like, but I'm scared because I know there's no selection, you know. You can't choose like how difficult it is, and I don't know. I don't know. I need it to be easy. I'm sorry. Even Baldur's Gate I had to have on the easiest mode. I know I'm pathetic, but I like to think that instead of being a negative, that adds to my charm, and I think I'm correct because a lot of people like drawing me as a wet cat now. So I think I'm right. I had a voice lesson, despite being like this. I had a voice lesson yesterday. And I told her immediately when she came in, I'm really sorry, I can't sing at all, and then immediately went into a coughing fit and said, I meant to cancel. And she was so nice. Usually how it goes is they're supposed to charge you if you don't give 24-hour notice, but my voice teacher loves me, so she's like, we can cancel, don't worry. And I was like, no, your time is valuable to me, so I still want to have a lesson. You're gonna tell me everything you can in the next hour about how voices work in words instead of having me feel it. Like, explain it to me like I'm 5. Like, tell me, I know why we do these things, and I understand that they work, but I want to know exactly what we're doing specifically and why they work, like from your perspective. So did you take notes? The lesson's recorded, so I could go back and watch it whenever I want. And then beautiful kitty baby, little darling, had a vet appointment, and he was very good. And the vets all said, oh, he's so perfect. Look at him. We can tell you touch his paws a lot. He didn't even mind how we cut his nails. They were fawning over little darling. They were quite enamored with him, and I can't blame them, because I am too. I swear all I do is photograph him. I went through my phone. Fawning. Ugh. You killed me. Yeah, they were all very happy to see him again. And they every time I'm there, it's because he's little and he needs a lot of appointments to get like his rabies vaccine, his regular boosters. I'm deworming him, check his weight, do a regular checkup, make sure he's all healthy and growing well and eating well. And so, yeah, he was a good boy and they love him. Just in case anyone was curious. I would bug him. Maybe I should. He's been sleeping a lot today. Let me grab him. Hey. Do you hear him purring? I'm sorry for waking you. Oh, he just closed his eyes and decided to go back to sleep in the weird position I'm holding him in. Oh, he's so precious. Oh, big yawn. You're not at all interested in the microphone? You don't want to purr anymore? Oh. No, he wants to fight. Ooh. He was purring when I first picked him up, then he fell back asleep. And now his eyes are wide and he's looking around. I'll just pet him. If he purrs again, I'll try to mute the music and put him to the mic. We pet the cat. My baby boy. It's good to have something to care for and love. I'm lucky because I have a cat, and I'm also lucky because I have the jailbirds. So I can care for and love both of those things. It's perfect. I'm living my life to the fullest. Don't you think so? Oh, oh, he's getting away. Okay, he's back on the bed. Oh, big yawn. He's like, Mother, why did you wake me up? Mother, please. So do your 3D model? Yeah, she can look. Woo! Oh, I have more good news. I won't do a watch along until it's on sale, like for cheaper, because right now it's $30 to buy it and like something crazy to rent it. But Wicked, the movie Wicked, is on streaming services, Jailbirds. I bought it and I feel like now that we're friends, now that it's online, I really want to do a watch along. Maybe I'll bug Liz to come with me, or maybe it'll be just us. I'm not sure yet. So I was thinking maybe we could watch it together. Yeah, I keep thinking about the and goodness knows the wicked lie so lonely. You know, I can't stop thinking about it. It's killing me. Oh damn, you ate that, thank you. My dream, I told my voice teacher, I said, we need to work on that because I want to access my whistle notes because I know I can hit them. And I want to be able to hit that whistle note that Ariana hits at the end of No One Mourns the Wicked. And she was like, I'm a coloratura soprano, so that is my specialty and we're gonna have so much fun when you're better. She's like, we'll work on it every lesson, once a lesson. So once a week. I'll keep working to become a better singer for you guys so that I can impress you. I can impress you lots. I'm sure I've impressed you at least once before. I'm sure I've impressed everyone at least once with Aishite. Especially. Cause I know if you haven't heard all of my stuff, if you've heard at least one of my songs, it's probably Aishite. Aishite, 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 moto moto aishite, aishite. I did not sing it in Japanese though. I'm so sorry. People also seem to misunderstand. My voice isn't the problem, it's my lungs. And because I'm working late, because I'm a singer and having voice lessons, I've learned to stop. I'll get into a technical speak, and I'm not going to be 100% accurate probably in my way of describing it because I'm not a voice teacher, so don't like hear what I say and like repeat it maybe too much, or like be like, this is fact, be like, Nerissa Ravencroft said that probably this is how it works. So but you can kind of change how you're doing things based on how your vocal cords are coming together and how much air you're pushing through. So one of my big problems was when I went low, like singing low notes. What's a song with a good low note? One second. I can't read the kanji. If it had furigana, I could read it. Okay. If we look at Yuki no Hana, I'll show you an example. That's not low. So, take a deep breath and you want to feel it in your gut. Imagine you're like a big dog, you know, that's how you want to breathe when you're singing, okay? That's how you need to breathe. Okay? And then if you're using Yuki no Hana, Nobita kage o hodo ni narabe. So, narabe. You notice I'm probably not singing it directly on pitch, but when I sang it in my cover, I was like, Nobita kage o hodo ni narabe. So what's happening there is my vocal cords are falling apart. Narabe. You can kind of hear it, you know? And then I'm compensating for that, for the cords falling apart, by pushing more air through than is necessary. Don't ask me to explain further. I don't know how to explain it. But so it makes it more airy. And it causes problems. So you need to stop doing that. I say as if it's easy. So again, the better way to sing it is so your chords don't fall apart. So Nobita kage wo hodo ni narabe. See how I'm actually hitting the note? I'm not pushing any extra air necessarily through. It's still not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like this is the right way. It's not. You can always improve. But Nihongo arigato. Ha. Konnichiwa. Ohayo gozaimasu. Nihonjin. Supraglottal. You're using words that I don't understand. Supraglottal. I know what a glottal stop is. Does it hurt when you hit the note? No. But so if you consider that when you're singing and you try not to let your chords fall apart, how can I explain? How did I learn how to not do it anymore? Oh, when you're singing low, this will mostly work for girls, so guys, sorry, this is bad advice, but you probably don't need this advice necessarily for this applicable here. It could still work for things, but you need to do it in your regular talking voice. So, or like placement, not your talking voice, but where your placement is when you're talking. So here's a vocal warm-up. And then you do that, you know, do 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 do. I'm killing myself. The thing with a lip trill is it forces you in the right place. Just make sure your jaw is not too tight. Open up that jaw and do a lip trill. And you can go to, and you hear how one sounds more spoken and one sounds more like versus ooh. So you've got to I'm not very good at lip trills, mind you, which is funny because I have to do them every single lesson and I hate them, but they work. But you can go from like ya 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 ya, and it sounds horrible. You're not supposed to make it sound good, but what you're trying to do is teach yourself where the placement of is in ya, and then that will help you when you're singing. It'll help you when you're singing to find that. So again, in the case of Hana Nobita Kage o, because I can't sing very low, I was compensating, and instead of in my speaking voice, I was going into oh, like I was going down here, and I don't talk like this. Right. Do I talk like this, jailbirds? I don't think so. I don't talk like this. So tell me why I was singing low notes like this. Tell me who this is helping. Not me. Not me, bitch. See what that's doing to my throat? So, my point is, you need to find where your spoken voice is. Where your spoken voice is. And then start singing in that. So when you notice you're falling out into, like, not your spoken voice, especially in, like, lower notes. Again, I don't know how this works for basses and, like, baritones and tenors, so apologies. But for altos, mezzos, and sopranos, my lovely ladies, for your chest voice, especially lower chest voice, incredibly helpful. That's too complicated? No, it's not. And the best part is, if you don't know how to sing, do you want to know what? You are the most beautiful, teachable person in the room. You want to know what's the worst thing about me? I have learned how to sing for so many years that I'm stuck in my ways. And I have to pay so much money that I happily spend because it's for the betterment of my voice and its longevity. To undo the damage of being taught how to sing incorrectly. So, yeah, Chad is looking very teachable, very submissive and teachable. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it can be hard to unlearn a habit. But if you already know how to do something, you know, if you already know how, or if you don't already know how to do something and you don't really have a habit attached, then if you're taught how to do it the right way and you do it that way, then, and you make that the habit, then you'll be way better off. Teach us? I'm not qualified to teach. That's just my little bit of advice. Learn, learn, learn. Get smarter, get smarter, get smarter. My loud clapping. Does shower singing count? Yeah. Do warm-ups in the shower. Sorry. I just wanted to make you guys laugh. Anyways, I can hear my dad singing. You guys can't, thank God, but I can. I don't know what he's singing. I'm trying to figure it out. It's I am, said I. And I am da 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 da. What song is that? I know what it is, but I don't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Neil Diamond. I remember my dad used to sing to me when I was a kid. So I like hearing my dad sing. But he always jokes that I don't get my singing prowess from him, but from my mom, as in saying that he cannot sing is his implication there. Dad Risa karaoke, that's a goal for 900k. I think the 900k goal is Papa Risa comes on stream, so we've got about 99k to go, so don't start celebrating or looking too forward to that. We're a ways out. What do we get for 800k? I'm waiting till we get better, but I'm gonna see if I can't tempt Malphus a second to come on. I don't think he's going to say yes, but worst case scenario, I'll release some banging covers. I must say, I cry. I don't know the lyrics. I'm just guessing, but I can hear him. He's getting really loud. I love eavesdropping. I love eavesdropping on my dad singing through the floor. He's such a diva. Of course. Where do you think I get my diva energy? Where do you think I get my diva energy? It's not creepy. Look, they used to do it to me. I know I live in this upper loft now, but I used to be a basement dweller in my youth. Before I was locked away in the cell and when I was in school, I was a basement dweller, okay? And I would sing in the basement, and I was apparently really loud, and there was several reactions. If it was bad singing, which sometimes it was, because Nerissa Ravencroft was not always a sound demon. It took me time to realize, like My Little Pony, I've described this lore before, but you know how like ponies in My Little Pony, they don't like have a cutie mark until they find out their purpose? Our horns work the same way. So I just had like little nubs, like small little black horn nubs, and then when I found my purpose was music, these popped out. They just like grew like a cutie mark magically. It's like a magical girl transformation. That's demon puberty. And my boobs came in. But that's beside the point. But anyway, before I was amazing singer, I was pretty bad too at times. And so it was either my mom screaming down, being like, please, for the love of God, stop singing that same part of the song over and over again. You're not doing a good job. It was okay 30 minutes ago, but it's been 30 minutes. Please stop. And I was so offended. Because I think I've said this before. The only reason I'm at all competent at singing now is because I thought I was the shit when I first started singing. I was like, oh my God, I'm amazing. I'm incredible. I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm such a good singer. Oh my God. Dolly Parton could never. Love you, Dolly. She will never see this. I bet she doesn't know what a VTuber is. But if she does, love you, Dolly. But like, you know, I was just like crazy. I was crazy as a kid for some reason. And I was like, there's no one like me. Like, even though I sucked. And like, I go back and I listen to like some of the like test recordings I made. And I'm like, holy shit. Girl, you were so bad. You thought that this was good? But I'm really grateful that I did. Because I'll be honest, if I thought that it was bad at the time, I would have quit. But because I thought it was good, I didn't quit. Because I thought I was good, so I just kept singing. I joined choir. And then I did musical theater, and I did all the things. And now it paid off. Because I became a sound demon, got locked away in jail for 9,000 years. That wasn't fun. But you know what? It all accumulated to me being here in hololive. So I'm happy about that. That's something to be happy and grateful for. I'm done crying. Let me stop crying. One sec. Get rid of these tears. Yeah, 9,000 years to practice. Except I didn't have a teacher. I wasn't like Christine in Phantom. I didn't have like the Phantom teaching me in the walls of the cell. See, that would have been helpful. Liz is there in the cell too. She's singing. She sounds like a beautiful goddess. She should have given me voice lessons. I think that would have been the nice thing to do. I mean, she wasn't there for the whole 9,000 years, but that's beside the point. You were self-taught? For the most part, yes. I was self-taught, but I also had lessons for 2 years. And when I say 2 years, I mean like once a week for like maybe 4 months out of the year. So maybe like, I don't know. I can't do math. 35 pen, Miko pen, super chato, Aka super, arigatou gozaimasu. They fell in love with me from the countdown. They'll support me even though they don't know English. That makes me so happy. Arigatou gozaimasu. Oh, why did my Japanese sound so weird? 2 years is 104 weeks. Well, I wasn't 104 weeks, but I just say 2 years because that's just what I'm going to say. I'm sorry. I was really happy to perform with Miko senpai and Zeda senpai. Bibidiba. Bibidiba bidiboo wa bibidiba bidiboo wa. Yeah. It was fun. And I was like, whoa. The actual countdown? I'm in it, the one right before the countdown. I get to do the Happy New Year. I felt so honored. I was like, what? I'm experiencing incredible things. I am undeserving, but I'll do my best. I'll do my best to make sure it's not disappointing. Ah. But yeah, I was so proud of you. Thank you. I'm always happy knowing that you guys are here supporting me. I love you, jailbirds. So, anyway, I just wanted to lighten the mood for myself. And wait, what was I talking about before I stopped to read the super chat real quick? I was talking about something. I was talking about voice lessons. Okay, so I had training again for two years in school, but so that was only during the school year, and it wasn't even during like the whole school year. Because the teachers were like often like not there. It was mostly during like competition season. So basically there's like, for choir and stuff, there's like different like competitions you can go and like perform at. So you can like prepare like solo pieces. And then you have to like go and like, you know, perform them because that's what you do. And then, yeah. So I would perform in that and like my traveling chamber choir. And so I had a voice teacher. It wasn't mandated, but it was highly recommended so that we could be better. And I was the star soprano. I say jokingly. I was the star soprano, as in I always got a lot of solos for some reason. I remember, I'll tell you guys my one of my favorite memories. I was really mad because my first year in choir in Demon High School, I was like, okay, I know I'm so good. So even though I'm little, I'm forced to be in like baby choir for year one, right? Because I'm baby. But by the next year, I want to be in the top choir. Because that it doesn't happen, but like it doesn't not happen, but it's not common. So I was like, I want to achieve that, you know. I didn't. I think I just didn't really make an impression on like the teacher, because I'm really shy and I have like a hard time like asserting myself. But then like I just don't think he ever really noticed me until we were singing, funnily enough, the Glee version of Somebody to Love. And it was a really surreal experience for me because there was no, because this was like the lower down choir, there wasn't any solos really that year, and they were doing it in kind of a weird way because they're like, oh, we want everyone to like sing every vocal part. So I think every season like you were like moved, so it was like, oh, you're soprano, now you're mezzo, now you're an alto, now you're an alto 2, now you're back, you know, like they just kind of like flipped around. And I've always been soprano 1. Actually, that's not true. In middle school, believe it or not, I was an alto 2 the whole time. And then I was auditioning for audition choir, and we had to like record an actual thing to send in, and we were doing it, and my choir teacher was like, wait, that scale, well, let's just do the soprano one just to see. And she's like, oh girl, you're definitely a soprano. And I was like, girl, I've been here for like 4 years. What do you mean I'm a soprano? Yeah, she's like, yeah, no, you're soprano 1. And I was like, well, that's great. Thank you. I'm gonna go over there. But anyway, so that first choir, that like my first year in school didn't really have like a lot of solo opportunities because they were really throwing everyone around. but for like our last concert they did, and it was Somebody to Love, again, the Glee version. And so everyone's sitting here, and here's another selfish thing. I actually already had a solo with Aradia because we overlapped a little bit at school. So everyone got to like pick their own songs and like audition, and then they would pick whoever, like they would pick a few of them to actually like perform, to be like little like highlight moments. Also, hi Liz, thank you for coming by. So they'd pick like little highlight ones. So I was performing a song with Aradia already. So people are already jealous because they're like, she's a freshman. She's a freshman and she's performing a solo with her sister. I don't understand. That's not fair. Whatever. I guess it's because her sister's a senior. Whatever. So like, you know, like people were kind of molding, which is fine. And then we have, again, Somebody to Love with Glee solos. Everyone's auditioning, and no one's really doing it. And I'm not trying to like sound like I'm bragging, because this isn't the case, because I was surprised too. So keep that in mind. But so, you had to actually like learn the part first and then go in and then do it, you know? So, everyone's going. I think I'm like 5th or 6th. I start singing. The teacher looks up and eyes are wide, and he's just staring at me with his mouth slightly open, and all of the girls are looking at me with like also eyes wide, but you could tell they were like seething. Like you could tell there was this moment, and everyone was like, you could tell everyone in the room, including myself, which is so weird to say, knew that I was going to get that solo. So much so that who I often regarded as the best singer in our choir for a really long time actually went over and she said, I mean, you are really good, but like you're already singing a song with your sister, so I think it's only fair. It's only fair if someone else, you know, gets it, you know, and you'd understand that, right? You'd understand. She was it was really funny. But my teacher apparently did not agree and gave it to me anyway. So I'm just built different. And then after that, yeah, I became, I still, they couldn't move me. I think if that would have happened before the choir auditions, he would have put me in the upper choir, because I think that's when he realized, oh wait, she has potential. She has something I didn't notice. And yeah. And then after that next year, he immediately put me in. So I was like, great. And then not only that, but then it's after your second year of high school that you actually got the ability to audition for like the traveling, like small. So they have like a small choir at some, like, because you're traveling, right? And you get to like perform a lot. And it's an extra thing, but it is really, what is the word I'm looking for? It is very demanding. So like you have to wake up early, you have to go to school early, you have to have an additional choir practice, so you can learn the music. You have to really kind of you get to know everyone in the group and figure out how your voices work together, you know, make things work better. So the next year I was in both those groups, and I was like, haha, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I was like, I proved myself with that one solo. And again, every other time there was a soprano solo, I'm not kidding you, 9 out of 10 times you want to know who got the soprano solo? Me. Hell yeah. So yeah, and that happened in middle school too. I was like, there was one solo I didn't get because I think the teacher realized, she's like, you know, I need to stop giving Nerissa these solos. I need to stop giving her all of them. So she actually gave it to one of my friends, and then it was funny because then my friend was gone, and you want to know who she approached and said, "Could you sing the solo for this performance?" I just had, you better believe that I had no friends in choir because all of the girls hated me. all the solo auditioning wanting girls did not like me, and I did not have any friends outside of choir because I was scared as hell to talk to anyone. And I grew taller than everyone else faster. And I guess I'm just too pretty, so it's hard to approach me or something. But, you know, it's fine because I've got you guys now. It's their loss. It's one of those situations where if someone from high school ever messaged me and was like, "Hey, Nerissa, remember me?" I'd be like, "Oh, you? Sorry, I don't think I do." Not that exact wording, because obviously "oh, you" implies that I do remember, but don't worry about the specifics, okay? You get the point. I wouldn't acknowledge anyone. That's a lie. If I ran into anyone from high school that I didn't like, I'd probably be like, "Oh my god, hi, how are you doing? How are the kids? How's life?" They'll be like, "Weren't you in jail for 9,000 years?" And I'll be like, "Ah." But yeah. No, see, I like the idea of playing hard to get, you know, and being like, But as you guys have probably realized by now, that's just not me. I don't like to make people work for things. If someone gives me like the smallest scrap of like, I will just outpour of love and appreciation. So apologies. I'm just a softie. I'm just a big softie. I'd like to think that's not a bad thing. I'd like to hope that's not a bad thing. But I don't know. Maybe you guys would be better at knowing. I'm sure there's some people out there who are probably like, yes, that's a bad thing. Nerissa Ravencroft, fix yourself. Surround yourself with people who want to bring you up, onwards and upwards. You're right, Liz. That's what I do now, thankfully. Nowadays, I'll be real, I don't fuck with people, or I should stop saying the F word as often. Not that I mind, but I should just stop for YouTube Sama. I don't like effing around. I don't like effing around with people who are mean to me anymore. I used to really hang out with people who didn't make me feel good or good about myself. And then I realized I don't have to be friends with those people. I can just not be friends with them and be friends with the people who do make me feel good about myself. And that made my life infinitely better. And I'm in hololive, which is great because I get to be around all these amazing girls and make friends with these amazing, incredible people. And I get to meet all of you too, which is wonderful. So, I love you guys. I say it, I feel like, every now and again, but it never stops being true. So, I'm really grateful to all of you, and thank you so much for being here and choosing to watch me. I know there's so many options. I know there's so many things on the internet that you could be watching, but knowing that you guys choose to come and spend time with me means so much. You don't even know. I don't think I could ever properly put into words how exactly it makes me feel. But I just think you guys are wonderful, and I appreciate that you seem to think I'm wonderful too. So thank you. I hope you guys are feeling a little bit better. I am too. I knew talking to you guys would make me feel better, so it sounds silly to say, but thank you for consoling me and for being with me when tonight's not the best night. But I'm happy that we could be together regardless. Shiori is streaming Payday 2, so if you want another yapper who is full of vigor and chaotic energy, you know she'll be a good time. You don't even have to question it. I'm gonna send you guys over there. Again, I will be streaming RuneScape tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be boning. Well, we will be boning. So if you're a holoscaper, be ready with the bones. And someone maybe be ready with your house. Please. And thank you. Because we will be boning for hours and hours and hours. We will be boning until we hit the next prayer level, okay? Excuse me? Don't worry about it. If you guys... Some of you probably don't know what boning is if you don't watch... RuneScape streams. You can sacrifice bones at an altar, and it'll give you prayer points. And so basically, it's really hard to level your prayer once it gets too high, and we're trying to get it, my first skill, to 99. And it's currently stuck at like, I think we're at like 93 or 94, one of those. So every level it gets worse. So anyway, every level is great, but it takes a long time. So I decided to call the activity boning because I think it's funny, because it sounds bad. So yeah, please feel free to come to the boning sesh tomorrow. Again, I'm not sure about the start time, but it'll start. It'll start, and we'll at least go until we hit the next level. If not, I will make you guys select a quest for me and then lead me, as you always do. You can guide me. I'll also open it up on my phone. Thank you guys so much for coming today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I hope you're able to sleep well tonight. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Have fun over with Shiori Novella. And I'll see you all next time. Bye, darlings.